Yo, Annie. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it like this. Hey y'all, it's your girl Loyanda, and I'm back with another video. Yeah, guys, it's been a while. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry about this, but I'm back. I don't know where to start, but as you've seen by the title and the thumbnail, today we're going to be talking about how I moved out at the age of 20. I think it was 2023. How old was I? I was 21. That's crazy. As y'all know, I had a job. I got a job at Spa. My first ever job was at Spa. And man, I really did enjoy working there. I was a front till assistant, so I was packing for my till operator, if that makes sense. But I was a packer, right? So then what happened was, I had to help my mama out because she got pregnant with my little brother. And I was just like, man, she got heavily pregnant. She was like 8 months, and I saw that nah, she couldn't do it all by herself, and we didn't have anyone to help her when she left. And then she went to, like, she left her workplace and she went on maternity leave. That's what I mean. She went on maternity leave, and then I just thought, I can't just stand to see my mom at home by herself and stuff. So what made me leave work is because my mom had a condition. She had high blood pressure, and she just needed to be taken care of, As a elderly woman that was pregnant, it was like a high risk pregnancy. So I decided to leave and take care of my mama. Right. So I took care of her until she gave birth, and I saw my little brother, and I just fell in love, guys. So when I fell in love, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna take care of him when you go back to work. So my mama ended up going back to work after, like, I think it was 3 months. So after 3 months, she went back to work, and then I took care of my little brother. No, it wasn't after 3 months. I think it was after 1 month. And then I took care of my brother until he was 3 months old. And then when he was 3 months old, he started like being very like he was started crying a lot because he was teething, and I didn't know how to handle it. I was just getting so frustrated, and I think it was the stress of me not being able to go to work and do my own things, and then now taking care of my little brother. And he was just like, I wasn't used to being a mom in a way. I felt like I was a mom now, and it was just traumatic, stressful. Sometimes I wouldn't sleep just taking care of him because my mama would come late. Like, she would go to work around 6 in the morning and then come back at like 10. Because of the location we were at, she would travel very long hours and stuff. So I'm like, you know what, mom, I can't do this anymore. I can't. My little brother is teething, and I know you told me these things that I should try so that he could be okay. But he was crying. He knew that, no, this is not my mama. My mama this. You understand? And I'm like, I tried to give him the bottle. He didn't want the bottle no more. He was just crying, and he could now say mama. You understand? So he was like crying for mama, and I'm not mama. So I'm like, damn. So my mom ended up leaving her job, and then yeah, man, I also wasn't working at the time, so we were just helping each other out and stuff. I was planting. So I'd advertise online, and then I would get clients that would come to my house, well, my mama's house, my mom's and dad's house, and then I'll plat them. And I wouldn't charge a lot. That's why I had a lot of customers. I wouldn't charge a lot because I was just like, I'm starting up and my work is not really perfect. So why charge a lot for a job that's not really perfect, you understand? So I'm like, okay. And then I did that for like maybe some months. I felt like it maybe was like 4 or 5 months. And then I applied for a learnership. And yeah, guys, I was called for an interview. And I was picked out as one of the candidates for learnership. And yeah, guys, I started going for this learnership. It was a 1 year learnership. And then after the learnership, they took me permanent. So it wasn't that easy, guys. But I moved out basically because my workplace was a bit far from home and I needed to save money initially because I was spending way too much on transport, and transport was the same amount as rent this side where I am right now. So initially I took the decision to move. It wasn't easy. One thing I gotta say that my parents didn't approve of me moving out. They really wanted me there, um, in a safe place with my moms and dads. But like, you know, parents are always gonna be overprotective and stuff. But then I felt like it was just high time I moved. I was ready myself. Even though I didn't have specific things, I didn't have a fridge, I didn't have a bed, I didn't have all the basics. But then I was like, you know what? In God I trust. And yeah, man, everything turned out okay at the end of the day. So yeah, that's how I moved out, guys. I moved out when I was like 20 or 21. Um, and I got a place. I initially stayed like, I think 1 month. I stayed 1 month alone because I was just like, you know what, I want to do this alone. I'm ready to do this alone. So I stayed 1 month, and then my boyfriend was always calling me when I get home. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm good, everything's fine. The place is okay, it's safe, you know. And he's like, no, I want to come and visit there. Because every time he would call, I was in the kitchen, and the place that I stayed in at, there were like a lot of guys. Don't get me wrong, like they were tenants as well, but they were guys, you understand? They were living alone as well. So he's like, well, I hear a lot of male voices. I'm like, no, the place I stay in, the tenants are mostly guys, you understand? And the guys we work with at work. So my mans and I were in a relationship, and they took us permanent. We ended up working together. So I would let him know that, no, this is the guy you heard on the phone when I was in the kitchen. And he's like, nah, bro, I don't like this. He was like, nah, I don't like this. So to him, I felt like he thought that he was going to be shared with this Tina. There was some shine Tina. And he's just like, no, I'm gonna be coming to like visit you every now and then when you're doing late shift. So my late shift starts from like 10 in the morning, and then I knock off at like 7, right? So he's like, it's not safe for you to walk alone at night. So I'll just be walking you home. I'll stay with you on that week that you're doing a late shift. So that's how it started. He would like pick me up and then drop me home, and then like I would cook, and then I'll show him that no, there are certain things that we need to get if we want to stay together. There's certain things that we need to get, like a fridge. We can't be buying meat every day because that is a waste. If you buy in bulk, you actually save. And he was just learning as well, because I was taught to be very, I don't know, man, an adult like my parents did give me, they taught me a lot in life, and that's how I am able to maneuver as a young adult that's mature. And yeah, man. So I let him know these things, and he could see it as well. He was like adjusting, he wasn't really used to it. And then yeah, man, that's how we ended up staying together, right? So at the end of 1 month, he's just like to me, nah, babe, you know what, I feel like I'm ready to stay with you. I'm gonna let my parents know as well. I'm like, are you sure? Because initially my dad didn't want me to move out because he thought that I was gonna be staying with someone Vele. So I told him that I wasn't, and I wasn't there. But then after 1 month, my man said like, no, I want to stay with you because I feel like I'm ready. And I don't want anyone else like taking advantage of you as now you're staying alone and stuff. I'm like, okay, okay. And then that's how we ended up staying together, guys. So it hasn't been an easy journey. From 2024 January, that's when he moved in. That's when we moved in together. By 2023 December, I was staying alone. And yeah, it's been a journey. Now it's 2026 and I am still living with my boyfriend. I'm still living with my boyfriend, guys. And man, I'm just so happy and thankful to God that He has put a man in my life that has similar morals to me, and he also believes in the Lord, our God Almighty, the one and only, the Most High God. And like we have similar plans to life, you understand? We just like, we are compatible. We are, he's just, he's so sweet, man. I love him so much. And yeah, guys, we made our own channel, by the way. If you want to see our journey, you can feel free to just check out Ele and Yaya. I'll also put on the screen so you guys see our name. And yeah, guys, we are a couple. We have made it to 2026 from 2023. It's been a while. I know, hey. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. But yeah, that's where I disappeared, guys. That's where I've been grinding, I've been working. But a lot of content we've been doing on our couple channel, and I've been neglecting my own channel. But I feel like it's high time that I come back and I address what's been going on. There's a lot of story times that I gotta say, like, there's a lot of story times that I gotta tell y'all, but I wanted to start with this one because it's the most important. It's like a big change in my life that I didn't share with you guys, and I really don't want to share it when it's too late, when a lot of things have happened in our lives. So I am just letting y'all know that I am off the market. Thank you very much. So yeah, man. And I took out my dreads. As you can see, I have an afro, but I think I posted a video about that. Yeah, I have an afro now, and I was contemplating relaxing my hair, but I don't really know. So yeah, guys, stay tuned to see what's next on Lo Ayanda, aka Yaya, Anpele and Yaya. Clack it. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Love you guys so much. Bye.